learngospel365.com. Kind of a slow news day today, so we're going to have a little fun. Go back to 1970 to the Singing News chart, and we're going to take a look at the top 20 songs going back, what is that, 45 years ago. Wow, it's going to be fun. And I brought a couple pieces to show you that kind of dovetails into this chart information. And by the way, this is part of the TV set here at the Butler Music offices, also entertainment offices. All right, here we go. Party history, 1970, Southern Western Top 20, starting at number 20. Will Gaither, Trio, and that was Number 19, The Goodmans, Had It Not Been. And by the way, pay close attention to this top 20, because there are several things I'm going to mention at the end, and I want you to email me and engage in conversation. Some unique things back in the charts going back to 1970. Coming in at 19, Goodman's Had It Not Been. Number 18, Fill My Cup, Lord, Blackwood Brothers. Number 17, He Looked Beyond My Fault and Saw My Needs. Oh, what a great song from the Rambos. Number 16, Sheltered in the Arms of God. Now that was written by Dottie Rambo, but it was recorded by the Downings, and the Downings, they're the group that had the chart song on this one. Daddy Sang Bass, the Florida Boys, coming in at number 15. Jesus Is Coming Soon, from a brand new hot off the press group from Bryson City, North Carolina, the Inspirations' first big hit song. Jesus Is Coming Soon, coming in at number 14. Number 13, the Rambos, coming back into the chart here with One More Valley. Number 12, Oh Happy Day, the Rebels. Remember the Rebels Quartet? Number 11, Pity the Man, the Goodmans. Number 10, Guilty of Love, the Florida Boys in there again. Number 9, This Is My Valley, Steve Sanders. Now, you will remember young Steve Sanders, who grew up and ended up being part of the Oak Ridge Boys band. And when William Lee Golden left the Oaks for a while, Steve came in and ended up being the baritone for the Oak Ridge Boys. Number 8, Thanks to Calvary, the Statesman. Remember Hovey doing that as a solo song and having the quartet backing him up. Kind of a signature song for Hovey. Number 6, This Is My Valley, the Rambos again. Here's another Goodman song coming in at number 6. I think I said This Is My Valley, the Rambos was number 6. That was actually 7. Number 6, the Goodmans, I'm Free. Number 5, Jesus Is a Soul Man, the Seagulls. Coming in at number 4 is the same song by another group. The same song, Jesus Is a Soul Man, the Oak Ridge Boys. So the same song for the year came in at number 5 and number 4, two different groups. How unusual is that? Does not happen anymore. Guilty of Love, number 3, the Happy Goodmans. Number 2, Night Before Easter, the Blackwoods. And not the Blackwood Brothers or Blackwood Quartet, but the Blackwoods, which I believe goes back to R.W. Blackwood and his wife and the Blackwood family group that he had then, and still has today, by the way. And number 1, the number 1 song for 1970, going back 45 years, and it's on this album right here, talking about the Oak Ridge Boys with the song, Jesus Is Coming Soon. You say, well, Les, now wait a minute. I thought you already said that song was on the chart a few moments ago. I did. It was on there by the Inspirations. But what about this? Yet another song that had multiple artists with multiple chart numbers in the top 20. How unusual is that? Simply does not happen today. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to show you something else here in a moment. And we're going to talk about something that simply doesn't happen on the charts anymore. For example, the Florida Boys and the Oak Ridge Boys both had 2 songs in the top 20 for 1970. Almost never happens. How about this? The Rambos had 3. Simply never happens. How about this? The Goodmans had 4 songs in the top 20 in the same year. So between the Florida Boys, Oak Ridge Boys, Goodmans, and Rambos, you've got 11 of the top 20 songs, over half of the chart, from 4 groups. Wow. Now, here's another show and tell item. We talked about the Inspirations and their first big hit song ever, Jesus Is Coming Soon. I'm going to show you the young Inspirations as they looked when they recorded Jesus Is Coming Soon, and that song helped to put them on the map. course, J.G. Whitfield as a promoter really helped them as well. Getting on the Gospel Singing Jubilee, Les Beasley helping them to get onto the Jubilee. All of that helped to make the Inspirations a household name in Southern gospel music, and they remain the same today. So how about that? Some young inspirations right there. We've got Archie and Ron Hutchins, and you got the old bear hunter Archie and Troy Burns. Troy was singing bass with the Inspirations back then. So I thought you would enjoy that, and I want you to email me. Tell me what you think about all this chart stuff and how it's changed so dramatically over the years, with the same group having two different groups or three different groups having the same song in the top 20 at the same time, and then groups having multiple, as many as 4 songs in the top 20 like the Goodmans at one time. It just doesn't happen anymore. If you have some thoughts on that, email me. Email Les, L-E-S, at butlermusicgroup.com. It's that simple, Les at butlermusicgroup.com. And I want to thank all of our sponsors. Check out the sponsorship website for the radio show, which is lesbutlerandfriends.com. And then you can always go to butlermusicgroup.com and keep up with everything that's happening with the groups that I work in management with, radio promotion, even personal ministry information where I may be preaching and singing at a town nearby you. And you can keep up with me, okay? That's butlermusicgroup.com. And always come back every day for current news, information, fun stuff, old chart information, old albums. No telling what I'll pull out and have some fun with on Southern gospel music, maybe a little country gospel, a little bluegrass gospel as well. Every day at southerngospel365.com. I'll see you tomorrow.